everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, yet again, headed out to Jake's Flea Market in Bartow, Pennsylvania, where I picked up a ton of great titles for some fantastic deals, so let's take a look at what I got. The first stand I came across today had a lady selling a lot of recent titles and a lot of newer releases for some good prices. Unfortunately, the prices were still a bit higher than I wanted to pay, but I did pick up two titles from her, and the first one I grabbed was The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1 on Blu-ray, brand new, still factory sealed. Got this for a total of $6, which was a fantastic deal. She was asking $9 for it, which was already an okay deal, but I asked her if she would take $5. She said no, she would take $7. Then I said, how about we meet in the middle and take $6? She said, sure. So getting this for only $6 was a steal. Now I do realize, yes, it is Twilight. Everybody gives me a hard time for liking this series. I do enjoy the Twilight movies. I'm not some huge diehard fan. I don't absolutely really get into these. I find them just to be mediocre. But I do enjoy them, and I have the first few movies all on Blu-ray, so I definitely want to pick this up on Blu-ray as well, and for $6, again, it was a steal. And the second title I picked up from the lady was Moneyball on DVD. Once again, brand new, still factory sealed. She was asking $5 for it. I felt that was fair, so I gave her the $5 for it. Definitely looking forward to watching this one. I've heard great things, so I have no doubt this will be fantastic. Then the next stand I stopped at, grabbed myself 6 VHS tapes for a total of $1, a great deal. And the first title I picked up was Mountaintop Motel Massacre. I have no idea what this is. This is a complete blind buy. But after reading the synopsis and just looking at the front of the movie and some of the pictures on the back, it looks like a lot of fun. But again, I have no idea what this is, a complete blind buy, but it should be great. Then I grabbed Rampage, another complete blind buy, but another movie that sounded very interesting from the synopsis, so I definitely had to pick this one up, and I look forward to checking it out. Next I picked up Mom. Once again, another blind buy. But from after reading the synopsis, I had to grab this one. Apparently this sweet old lady here turns into a flesh eater. That's about all I know, but that sounds great, and the artwork for this was just fantastic. It just really drew me in, so this I cannot wait to see. I think I'm going to love this one. Then I got Frightmare. Yet again, another blind buy, but another title that I definitely had to pick up just for the cover alone. The cover art to this was fantastic. But the synopsis sounded really good, seems to be a great just cheeseball horror movie, and this should be a fun watch. The next title I grabbed from this stand was The Butcher in this sweet clamshell. This, yet again, another blind buy. Pretty much everything I grabbed from this table was a complete blind buy. But I definitely had to grab this one again based on the artwork. Based on the back artwork alone and the synopsis, looks like a good horror movie, so I definitely had to grab it. And the last title I grabbed from the table was Goosebumps, Stay Out of the Basement. Now this is more or less a blind buy since I've technically never seen this episode, but at the same time, it's the Goosebumps. All the episodes are more or less the same. They're a lot of fun, so I do know what I'm getting myself into, so I definitely had to grab this one. It's out of the Goosebumps collection. Then I found a guy selling some VHS tapes that have a small cardboard box. Unfortunately, he did not really have much to offer, but he did have a few titles that I wanted to get, and he said I could take whatever I want for a total of $1. So I did get myself 3 VHS tapes, and the first two were Ranima 1.5. First one I got here was Hard Battle, Yukio Can Cook, and Ranima 1.5, Anything Goes Martial Arts. It's fast or it's free. Now, Ranima 1.5 is a series that I've never really got into, in the sense that I have a ton of their VHS tapes, but I've never bothered to watch them yet. So now that I picked up these, maybe I'll finally get around to watching some of my VHS tapes, because I do hear this is a fantastic anime series, so I definitely had to grab these. And the third title I grabbed from this man was Angel Cop Volume 2. I have no idea what this is, a complete blind buy, an anime series that I've never heard of, but it is anime, so I figured I'd grab it as well. Then I picked up a CD soundtrack for only $1, and that was the soundtrack to Beavis and Butthead Do America. This is actually a really good soundtrack. I actually used to own this one back in the day, back I guess middle school, high school, when I actually used to buy CDs and actually listen to them in my car before everything went to iPod. I actually used to own this. I used to listen to it all the time, so I definitely had to get another copy of this. It's a great soundtrack, has some great music on it. I love this song by Rancid and Stubborn All-Stars, I Want to Riot. It's a really good cover of that song, so I definitely had to pick this up, especially for only $1. Then for $2 I picked up Air America. This here being brand new, never opened, still factory sealed. So for $2, this was a great deal. Already have this one on VHS, so I am picking this up to replace my VHS copy. But again, for $2, brand new, definitely had to grab it. Then for only $2, picked up another DVD that I definitely wanted to get, and that was, and I gotta read this one, Walt Disney Animation Collection Classic Shorts Films, Volume 1, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Now I do already have these shorts on the Walt Disney Treasure Collections, but I really wanted to get these sets as well. As you guys know, I'm just really into Disney and I love collecting all the different Disney releases. So these are definitely something I wanted to start getting. I hope to get the entire series eventually. But for $2, I figured it was a great way to start the collection off. Then for only $1, I picked up The Shining, this year being from the Stanley Kubrick collection. Now I did actually used to own this DVD at one point. However, I bought it on Blu-ray about a year or two ago, and I did end up selling my DVD copy, which I kind of ended up kicking myself for because I really like the idea of having the entire Stanley Kubrick collection set. I really want to have that at some point. So I'm trying to rebuild up that set again and trying to get all the Stanley Kubrick collection movies once again to have the entire set. So for $1, definitely had to pick this one up. The lady was asking $2 for it. Asked her if she'd take a buck. She said sure, why not? So definitely had to grab it. And finally, the last stand I stop at is the greatest stand of Jake's. This guy is here every single week, and he sells a ton of DVDs. Just tables and tables and tables of DVDs, all for $2 a piece, which is a fantastic deal. He also sells video games for pretty cheap as well, and he does sell CDs for cheap also. I believe all CDs are $1. So I did pick up a bunch of great DVDs from him, but I also grabbed 2 CD soundtracks, both for $1 a piece, and those were the soundtracks to Iron Eagle and Say Anything. Now the Iron Eagle soundtrack, it's good, it has some decent music on it, but all in all, just somewhat mediocre. But the Say Anything soundtrack, this one I love. This one has some fantastic music on it. Great bands on this one, so definitely had to get both of these for only $1 a piece. And like I said, I picked up a few titles on DVD as well. However, the first title I got actually was a PVD, not a DVD, and that was The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Volume 3. Definitely wanted to get this one for my Video Now collection. Did not have Volume 3 yet, so very happy to add this for only $2. Then the first DVD I picked up was Michael Jackson Number Ones. This is great. I've been wanting to add this one to my collection for a while now. Love Michael Jackson as an artist, as a human being, not so much, but as an artist, love him. And this is great. This features all of his #1 videos, so this is going to be a fantastic watch. Cannot wait to pop this one in and check it out. Then I picked up Bloodsport 4, which comes in this sweet jewel case. I remember when I first started collecting DVDs, a lot of them came in these jewel cases, which are basically the same exact cases that you would see CDs in, but much larger for a DVD. So very cool to get this. Haven't seen this one yet, so definitely had to pick it up for $2. And finally, the last 2 titles I picked up were Bat Thumb and Thumb Wars. I love the Thumb movies. They are great. They're very funny. I'm trying to pick all these up. Unfortunately, the box set with all the movies in it, it's out of print now. It's harder to find, so I'll probably never get that. But I've been picking up all the titles individually as I can come across them, and for only $2 a piece, these were a steal. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today's Halloween Horror-thon title was The Mist. A movie I have seen before, a movie I absolutely love, but this time around I actually watched the black and white version, because this Blu-ray release does come with the normal color version, and it does come with the black and white version as well. And I had been told by people who I've talked about this movie with before that I really needed to watch the black and white version, because they say it gives the movie a different feel, it's just a much better watch. I remember thinking to myself, I wonder how much better it really is, because it's the same exact movie, just in black and white. And I gotta say, yeah, it does have a much better feel. The movie feels kind of darker, feels a bit more creepier, it has a great kind of like 1950s B sci-fi movie feel. So definitely the black and white version is the far superior version, definitely a lot better than the color version, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. But I love this film. I love all the characters in it. They're really kind of wacky and crazy, but they're a lot of fun. Some are serious, some are nuts. A great cast of characters, all trapped in this grocery store, all being attacked by a mist, which holds creatures in it. And I love that. It's a great creature movie, and it's such a fun watch. But what I mostly enjoy about this movie, what makes this movie just so fantastic for me, and if you have not seen this movie, please stop watching this video now, because I'm about to talk about the ending of the film. And the ending of this movie is, I would have to say, my all-time favorite movie ending ever. It is that good. So I do not want to spoil this one for you. I do not want to ruin it. If you haven't seen this movie, please, I beg you, stop watching this video now and watch this movie, and then you'll see what I'm eventually talking about. So, okay, here we go. Spoilers. I love the ending of this film. I love how they're escaping from the grocery store, trying to escape these monsters, and seeing how far they can get away in the car. Eventually, it runs out of gas. They also are saying, well, we tried. They hear a noise. I think the creatures are coming after them. They have a gun with only enough bullets to kill everybody in the car except for one person. And this is great. So our main character kills everybody in the car, which includes his young son, mind you, kills them all because he doesn't want them being attacked by the creatures and slowly ripped apart or anything like that. He figures I'll just kill them all off, save them just the pain and suffering of these creatures attacking them. And he's left by himself to be attacked by these creatures. He did kind of like the noble thing. So of course he's crying, he's upset that he just killed all these people, including his son. Gets out of the car. It's not the monsters coming after him. It's the army. They've arrived. It's just fantastic. It is such a downer of an ending. I've never seen such an ending to a movie where I'm just like, that sucks. But like not in that sucks as an ending, but that sucks for this man. That is such a depressing downer ending. He just killed everybody in this car he was trying to escape with, including his little boy. He killed his son, only to find out that if he just wouldn't have done it, the army would have rescued him. So just twisted ending, and I love it. Again, my all-time favorite ending to a movie, because I was shocked and saddened and just laughing my ass off all at the same time when I first saw this. It was just such an amazing ending to a movie, and it's worth it just for the ending alone. But again, this is a fantastic movie. Definitely one of the best adaptations of a Stephen King novel that I've ever seen. I do enjoy Stephen King movies, but some are hit or miss. This is probably my all-time favorite. It's just a great kind of 1950s B sci-fi horror movie, but obviously a bit more modernized, and then just with a fantastic ending. So again, this is amazing. I would definitely recommend picking this movie up and checking it out if you haven't already, and hopefully I didn't just spoil the ending for you, but even if I did, check it out. It's great, and I would definitely recommend watching the black and white version. So that's it for like Bullet When I Watch today. Definitely got a ton of great titles from Jake's today. Got some really, really good deals there, and I look forward to watching all those movies. And also watching The Mist, like I said, it's a great, great movie. One of my all-time favorite Stephen King movies. It's really, really good, and it definitely has my all-time favorite movie ending ever. And it's just so twisted and so great all at the same time. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. Then I picked up Bloodsport 4, which comes in this great jewel case. I love these. I remember back when DVD first came out, this is what they were coming in. Just these